So I'm using SAP Business One version 9.3, and you can see I'm actually using the version for SAP HANA. So there's a couple of things you need to be aware of that you need to have done in order for you to use the project management functionality in SAP Business One. First thing that you need to do is you need to go into administration, you need to go into system initialization, you'll need to go here into your company details, and then you go here into basic initialization, and you need to switch on this option here, enable project management. So if you aren't seeing the project management option here in the menu the same way you can see it here, then you need to come in here and make sure you've switched this on. Now once you switch on that project management functionality, you cannot switch it off. Of course you can hide this menu option using the standard menu display capabilities, but once it's enabled, it can't be disabled. Alright, so just bear that in mind. So once you've switched that on, you've now got access to all of the project management functionality in SAP Business One. For those of you who've been using Business One for a while, you'll probably be aware that already inside your financials there is the capability to record transactions against what's known as a financial project. So when you come in here into administration and you come in here into setup and you look here in financials, you'll see that you have the ability to create projects. So you come in here, you go into projects, and you can create these project codes. So now I'm just working with some standard sample data here, but you can see you can create a project code, you can give it the project a name, you can specify whether it's valid for a certain range of dates by putting those start and finish dates here. And then of course you can flag that project as being active. So if it's not flagged as active, then you cannot enter transactions against it. And if you have put a start and finish date and you are trying to enter transactions outside this range of dates, then obviously that project is not going to show up. So once you've got that done, that project option will then show up on all of your transaction screens. So let's just go and take a quick look at an example. Whether it's things like entering purchase orders, whether it's things like entering sales invoices or whatever, that project code is there. So if I go here into sales AR and I take a look at my sales order, when I go into my accounting option, you can see I have the ability to go in here and specify the business partner project. All right, and so there you can see there's those project codes that I can select. So I can simply select that project and that will put all of this invoice against that project. But of course, don't forget, you can go here into the line item level. And if I go in here into my form settings, which you can get to by going tools and form settings, you can come in and you can type the word project and it will find it for you, and there you can see you can flag that project as being visible at the grid level entry. You'll see that once you open up your item number, let's just say we're going to invoice them for JB Office Print 1420. What I can do is I can right click on this line and I can go into my row details, and you'll see here is my project and I have the capability to be able to select the project that I want to allocate this particular line to. Alright, so you've got all of that functionality there, and you can then have different lines in the sales order document, as an example, allocated to different projects. So I'm just going to cancel out of there. So that's the financial project capability. And then of course what that does, and you might remember this from when we were looking at our financial reporting, if I go into my financial reports as an example, and so you'll see when I go in here into my financial reports, and if I want to look at my profit and loss statement, for example, you'll see that one of the options that you get is the option to choose expanded here, and then you can say I want to look at it by project, and then you can specify to do your P&L by project. So that's the financial projects and that financial project functionality that's in SAP Business One. So that's been there for quite some time, but in the 9.2 release, this project management functionality was created. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to start recording much more detailed information about projects. So let's take a look at this process.